Today, travel with me to Trieste, Italy, the city where we got ready to embark on our Mediterranean cruise. Stick around until the end because our very first night in Trieste turned into an adventure we'll never forget. We started our journey at Roma Termini station and hopped on a train north to Trieste. The ride took about 6 hours, but honestly, it flew by. The train was super comfortable, roomy seats, clean and large restrooms, and even a food bar where you could grab snacks and light meals. If you're traveling across Italy, I highly recommend the train. It's stress-free, scenic, and efficient. As the train pulled out of Roma Termini, we rolled past the busy city streets and slowly transitioned into the Italian countryside. Almost immediately, the pace changed. Rows of terracotta rooftops gave way to wide open fields dotted with olive groves and vineyards. The scenery was constantly shifting. In central Italy, we passed rolling green hills, small stone villages perched on hilltops, and winding roads cutting through farmland. Every so often, you'd spot a medieval church or crumbling fortress sitting proudly above the towns. Finally, as we neared Trieste, the Adriatic Sea appeared. The blue water shimmered beyond the train tracks, framed by steep cliffs and little coastal villages. Arriving in Trieste felt like stepping into a blend of old and new. You see elegant neoclassical buildings right alongside modern storefronts. The city is built around its history as a crossroads of cultures. Austrian, Italian, and Slavic influences all come together here. The architecture is stunning, and you can feel the slower, relaxed pace of life as you stroll through the streets. As we wandered through Trieste, one of the most beautiful spots we came across was the Canal Grande. It cuts right through the heart of the city, almost like a slice of Venice dropped into Trieste. On either side, colorful old buildings line the water, their facades reflecting on the surface, especially as the light changes in the afternoons. And did you know Trieste is known as the coffee capital of Italy? That's right, the city is home to Italy and countless historic cafes. Naturally, our first mission after checking into our hotel was to find a proper espresso. One thing that struck us right away in Trieste was just how many coffee bars and restaurants there are. Everywhere you turn, you'll find outdoor seating, little tables spilling onto sidewalks, plazas, and shaded corners of the town square. It gives the whole city this lively yet relaxed vibe, where people linger over a drink and conversation. The best part? Coffee here is surprisingly affordable. We were honestly shocked. Most espressos and cappuccinos were just €1 to €2, depending on what you ordered. Of course, if you went for some of the fancier, more elaborate drinks, they might be slightly more, but even then, it felt reasonable compared to what we were used to coming from the United States. So whether you wanted a quick shot of espresso standing at the bar or a leisurely cappuccino sitting outside watching the world go by, Trieste offered endless options, and at prices that made it easy to indulge more than once a day. We wandered through the main town square, which is huge and full of energy. Coffee bars are everywhere, and each one feels like its own little piece of Trieste's soul. Between the shops, from small local groceries to high-end fashion brands, you'll also find peaceful little parks tucked between buildings. As we walked, we even spotted a sign that read, "Come back UK and USA," a reminder of Trieste's complicated history, a city once contested, divided, and shaped by many nations. That evening, out of nowhere, a storm rolled in. Within minutes, the streets were completely flooded, knee-deep in some spots. We found ourselves stuck in a restaurant where the staff, almost like it was routine, calmly set up metal flood barriers at the doors. It was clear they'd been through this many times before. So, off came the shoes, and we carefully waded barefoot through the floodwaters. It was surreal. The city's drainage just couldn't keep up, so water rushed into hotels and restaurants. Even our hotel elevators stopped working because of the flooding. But here's the thing. The very next morning, it was as if nothing happened. The streets were clean, the water's gone, and Trieste was back to its calm self. And just like that, it was time to start the next chapter of our journey, boarding our Mediterranean cruise. Trieste gave us beauty, history, amazing coffee, and even a stormy adventure we'll never forget. Thanks for traveling with me today. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the rest of our Mediterranean cruise series. Drop a comment below. Have you ever had an unexpected adventure while traveling? I'd love to hear your story. Until our next video, arrivederci.